only a dream.
Wake up.
এটা কি
আগুন
এটা কি আগুন নিয়ে গেলা
আগুন পাহাড়
আমার বিচাই এই লাগি খালি জুম করে নিবে
অনেক বেশি
লাইট বন্ধ সরো লাইট আসতে সরো লাইট চালাবো সরো মানে
Imagine standing in a tiny boat, rocking on wild waves, staring up at a giant spike of rock shooting straight out of the ocean. It's taller than the Empire State Building, sharper than a knife, and surrounded by crashing waves and sharks. That's not a scene from a movie. That's the world's tallest sea stack, rising almost 2,000 feet out of the Pacific Ocean like nature's own skyscraper. Fresh water, no safe anchorage, no second chances. In 1965, a group of climbers looked at this impossible tower and said, "All right, let's do it." What followed then wasn't just a climb. It was a place that had chewed up boats, sent climbers home limping, and left legends full of giant centipedes, crashing waves, and heart-pounding fear. It's safe to say that not everyone was sure they would make it back. This is the unbelievable true story of how Baal's Pyramid was first conquered. Standing at a towering 562 meters above the ocean, it's one of the most jaw-dropping sights on Earth. You'll find it 643 kilometers northeast of Sydney, sitting inside Australia's beautiful Lord Howe Island Marine Park. It's a place so special that it's protected by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Although it's remote and surrounded by crashing waves, Baal's Pyramid keeps pulling in explorers, scientists, and scuba divers like a magnet. It was named after Henry Lidgebird Ball, a British Navy officer who discovered Lord Howe Island back in 1788. What we see today is actually the worn-down core of a massive shield volcano that erupted around 7 million years ago, rising from a lost underwater world called the Lord Howe Rise. Baal's Pyramid is 1,100 meters long and just 300 meters wide, something like a narrow skyscraper in the sea. It's officially the tallest volcanic sea stack on the planet. With its sharp cliffs and wild shape, it's both a geological treasure and a jaw-dropping reminder of how powerful nature can be. The first person to ever set foot on it was Henry Wilkinson, a geologist with the New South Wales Department of Mines, in 1882. But landing there was no walk in the park. The pyramid is perched on a submerged shelf, surrounded by crashing surf and steep, crumbly rock, which makes it very tough and dangerous to even get close. But that's not all. Nearby, strange rock islands called islets add to the drama. To the west, about 792 meters away, sits Observatory Rock and Wheatsheaf Islet. And southeast, about 3.5 kilometers out, stands a sharp peak named Southeast Rock. Together, they create a haunting, almost alien scene in the middle of the ocean. In the 1960s, Baal's Pyramid lit a fire in the hearts of Australia's most fearless climbers. Its peak was still untouched, and just looking at it stirred a wild dream, to be the first to stand on top. Cave once again. The following day, February 15, 1965, another chapter was written atop Baal's Pyramid. Jack Hill of New Zealand embarked on a solo ascent, scaling the first 800 feet alone to reach a small cave where Jack Pettigrew had bivouacked the night before. There onwards, the two climbers pressed on together. By 1 p.m., they stood side by side on the summit. Their second successful ascent was a quiet but powerful echo of the triumph just a day earlier. They spent an hour at the top savoring the view, the silence, and the knowledge that they had stood where so few ever would. 2 days later, on February 17th, the climbers were picked up and ferried back to Lord Howe Island. The expedition was over, but their achievement would live on, carved into the rock, etched into history. In 1986, climbing on Baal's Pyramid was officially banned due to mounting environmental and safety concerns. Yet, in 1990, restrictions were partially lifted, allowing climbing and scientific expeditions under strict conditions. Though access is now limited, the Baal's Pyramid stands as a towering monument to the delicate balance between conquering nature and coexisting with it.
A Pinguinati production. If you'd like to support the channel, links are in the description.